You have seen her on Conan, and you can check out her special on Comedy Central. It's the very funny Erin Foley.
Yeah-ho! How exciting! You came for music, and I'm telling jokes. What's going on, San Francisco? Yes, people in the porta potties, how you feeling? Oh, I always wanted to say that. Dreams do come true. How fantastic! I mean, I'm on tour with Lindsey Buckingham. I mean, it's not official. I haven't met him, but he's on stage. I'm on stage. So, we're basically on tour. So, oh, you guys, someone call my mom. It's all working out. I love your city. I love San Francisco. It's it's a no-brainer. It's wonderful. Very expensive city. That's a transition sentence. And I love spending money. I don't have any. Love to spend money. I have to be careful. I had to change banks a couple weeks ago. I had to take my bag of coins elsewhere because I had some credit fraud on my account. My bank let a charge in of $2,600 to a liquor store in Nicaragua. How many red flags do you need? You know what I mean? I didn't even get a text. Sometimes you get a text from the bank like, hey, Erin, just checking if you're in Nicaragua drinking all of the liquor. Nothing. I got nothing. All I could think of is how they let this charge through. Whoever was working at the bank that night loved to party and thought this was the greatest transaction he's ever seen his entire life. Just came through and he's like, yes, Foley, ripping it up, grabbing life by the horns. Hours ago, it was a $12 charge to a Staples in Los Angeles, and she's like, screw this! I'm going to Nicaragua! Oh my God, I want to party with this lady. She's a beast. Can't wait for the next charge. What is it going to be? 5-star hotels, yachts, hookers? Here it comes. $22 to an Old Navy in Los Angeles. Oh, someone stole her card and they're in Los Angeles. Stop that charge! Oh, you're welcome. All right, people. So fun to be here. Let me tell you about my life in LA. I am single. I live with my twin sister, and we have 3 cats, because sometimes life just works out. Oh, yeah, it's fine. Is it? Yeah. 3 cats. That's about 2.5 too many, if I'm being honest. 2 of them are sweet, furry babies, and then there's the third. Big Mo. He's a wild card. He's an instigator. I don't make eye contact with him. He smokes in the house. He gets all his energy and will to live around 1 a.m, and he goes into the other room, wakes up the sleeping cats, and he's like, psst, it's go time. And that is the nightly signal that kicks off the training sessions for the 2019 Cat Olympics. Starts with the 100-meter dash, then the 200-meter dash, just running, all over the house. Then the long jump, where Big Mo long jumps on top of my head. I start screaming. The other 2 cats come in the room to measure the jump. Then it's the debut of a new sport called cabinet banging. Just bang, 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 bang. And then the crash, San Francisco at 4 a.m. And you run downstairs, and the kitchen broom has been knocked over because they've started curling. And you snap. And you snap and you scream at them like they're people. You scream at them. You're like, I can't do this one more night. I'm exhausted. I'm going to be working all day. I'm going to be a zombie. You're going to be sleeping all day. I can't do this one more night. And there's 3 cats, 6 eyeballs looking up at you like, how are we supposed to get better if we can't practice? Everybody knows how much support an Olympic athlete requires. Now, if you'll excuse us, we found some old Christmas ribbon, and we're about to kick off rhythmic gymnastics. Every night, it's fantastic. I was like, all right, I gotta start dating. I don't want to die alone in my bunker. And I was like, all right, I gotta put myself out there. Here's the thing, gay, straight, it's all the same crap. The thought of dating again, the thought of putting myself, as a woman getting older, putting myself out there again, saying the same crap I've been saying for the last 15 years to a total stranger, just sitting there, just like you're on autopilot. You're like a robot. You're like, I was born in New York. I moved to Rhode Island. I consider both places home. I've got a twin sister. I also have an older sister, but my older sister and I look more alike. I know, right? I'm a vegetarian, but I also like turkey sandwiches. What? I do stand-up comedy. You think it's really fun at first. Then I'll struggle financially. You'll ask me what my backup plan is. I'll say you. It won't go over well. Yep. Can't wait. I did go on a fun date. I'll tell you about that. Turned into a train wreck. Everybody buckle up. I was at a bar having some beers, had some confidence juice, and was talking to this lady. Things were going well. I was joking around, as I do professionally. And she had a button on that said, "Climate change is real." So I thought it would be funny to say, "Is it though?" And her reaction was like, "Oh my God, well, of course. I mean, the water levels are going up 3 to 5 feet. The temperatures of the water are out of control. It's causing all these hurricanes and back-to-back earthquakes, and the polar ice caps are melting. It's an absolute nightmare." And I was like, oh no, something's gone terribly wrong. She thinks I'm serious. She thinks a lesbian stand-up comic living in Los Angeles is a climate change denier. What are the odds? So I was like, well, she stinks, so I'm gonna keep going. So I was like, yeah, it seems like there's so much evidence on both sides. What do you choose? And I gave her a stroke, you guys. She's like, the earth. She passed out. And I thought, God, could that have gone better if she was wearing a different button? Maybe. Just equality for everyone. Everyone? Could be fun. I will leave you with this. I've been such a fan of this program. It's such a thrill to be here. It really is. It's so amazing. Yeah, it's truly a wonderful experience. I also have been listening to NPR since I was a kid. I love NPR. I'm a huge news junkie. I listen to news on a loop. And I have to say, I'm nervous. I'm nervous for our newscasters. I'm nervous for that they're going to have a breakdown because they have to report the news every single night. In particular, I'm nervous for my sweet, sweet, sweet baby Rachel Maddow. I watch her every single night. And I'm nervous that she's just going to crack because we can turn off the news anytime we want, but she has to report this every night. And she's just starting to crack a little. The threads are coming loose. She always starts out very much in control. She's like, thanks to you, Chris, and thanks to all of you for sticking around for this next hour. We have a fantastic program. Minutes before we went on air, we got more breaking news. Just every night, just more breaking news. I just can't. You have a plan for the A block, set it on fire. Really. 17 more people in the administration are now directly connected to Russian oligarchs, proving once again, is it fraud, is it collusion, is it corruption? I don't even know. I don't even know. And then you have people investigating. You're fired. It's like an episode of The Apprentice, but it's not. It's the presidency, so I just can't. There's just so many dots. And then you connect them all, Putin. So I can't. We're going to go to commercial. And when we come back, I have no idea. Really, I have no idea. You guys are great. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming out. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
The incredible Erin Foley.